I pulled this off my Facebook Live about having orgasms while sleeping.
Any of my lives, met me in person, or any of my videos. Again, I'm Shantae Daniels. I'm a certified sexuality coach, as well as a sexologist, which essentially means I study sex, the study of sex, my favorite subject. Hello, hello. Okay, so please feel free to like and share in your private groups or on your pages. Either way, I welcome. And please participate. I'll be asking some questions too. So if you've ever had an orgasm in your sleep, please let me know. You can comment below or you can tell me privately in the DMs. But it's something that literally happens to 37% of women. So 37% of women have said that they have experienced an orgasm during their sleep, which to me, I had never heard of, right? Until it happened. And I was like, what is this? So initially, I thought that you had to have been masturbating in your sleep. I'm like, okay, so you're like, when does it happen? How does it happen? Like, what do you mean? So I thought you had to be like masturbating in your sleep, but that's not the case. That is not the case. So what happens essentially is, you I don't want to sound so scientific about this, but there's deep sleep and then there's REM sleep. If you're not familiar, REM sleep is rapid eye movement sleep, and that's essentially when your brain is most active, right? So your brain is most active. You've had an orgasm in your sleep? Like, thumbs up if you had an orgasm in your sleep. Hey. Hey, y'all. Okay, so essentially, rapid eye movement sleep is when your brain is most active. Deep sleep is when your body is most active. And deep sleep is imperative for like regeneration of your muscles and your body. But rapid eye movement sleep is creativity sleep. That's when your brain gets going. During rapid eye movement sleep is also when there is a rush of blood. So you have a rush of blood throughout your body. And this rush of blood can then go to your genitals, right? And we all know when the genitals, you're missing out. Okay, so there's a rush of blood that goes to your genitals. And that typically, I think men have it. Men probably experience it. And I feel like they have like what's called wet dreams, like Calvin said below. Wet dreams where they will ejaculate in their sleep, which I still find freaking fascinating. I think, like, when you're doing what you're supposed to do, when you're researching, you're studying, and you start getting like goosebumps and you start like feeling it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like reading this and it took me down a rabbit hole of studies, by the way. So I went from orgasms in your sleep to what exactly is rapid eye movement to when is the brain most active to sexuality. Like, it just took me down a rabbit hole of things that I just was too excited to do. I mean, when I say I was excited, I was excited. So back to rapid eye movement. So rapid eye movement sleep is where your brain is most active. So that's the rush of blood coming, right? So there was two different studies that I read. So one said that so sometimes it's an arousal, a sexual dream that causes you to have the rush of blood that then causes you to orgasm in your sleep without touching yourself, right? Without touching yourself. This is actually your body functioning as normal, a very normal occurrence. The other study was that the dream or that the rush of blood causes the dream or the dream causes the rush of blood. So those are the two opposites, right? Again, you have to actually some people remember their dreams. So like, for example, if it happens to you and you remember your dream, then you can actually directly associate it to the dream. But for some of us, we've had them where we do not remember a dream. So then was there truly a dream that occurred, or was it just the body functioning as normal? Hey, Timbuk. So that's one part of it too. But to experience it is to know, to me, a different level of orgasm, a different level of creativity, if you will, because orgasmic experiences permeate creativity. So imagine if you're able to channel this creativity in other aspects of your life. from an orgasmic desire. So think about the object of desire and what that is. So in your dream, you're experiencing this intense desire to orgasm, or an intense desire that brings about the orgasm. So imagine that. Imagine using that crazy subconscious energy in your day-to-day life. To me, that's amazing. Like, I can't even imagine how deep that is. So if you've ever had a wet dream per se, or if you've ever orgasmed within your sleep and it woke you up, to me, that's even a blessing, right? Like, so then you can remember it, like the object of memory, and being able to remember that sensation, then channel that sensation into something beautifully orgasmic and creative outside of the realm of sex. To me, yes, sexual transformation. Oh my goodness. So imagine that. Like, imagine putting that, infusing that. Really? Never have I ever. So imagine like infusing that all together. So if you will, how, and okay, so if you have a question on how do you have one, if you've never had one, I think it really just has to do with a state of relaxation and being in tune. So to be honest, I don't know if everybody is capable of having them. That would take a lot more study. I mean, we could never sample the whole universe. We could never sample every single human to see if everyone is capable of having them. But to me, if you are capable of getting into the rapid eye movement state of sleep, then you, in fact, are capable of having an orgasm where you do not touch yourself. So to take your realm out, to take it out of that realm, and to what we have what's called thinking off, right? Is essentially an orgasm brought upon by thought. Imagine that. Imagine that. That you literally can be thinking and cause an orgasm. So imagine if you infuse that energy with another person. If you are around another person that has that deep energy that causes your brain to go to a spot of pure orgasmia. Babe, y'all, when I tell you, like, my heart just get happy. Like, I'm just like, I mean, I can't, like, to be in that realm, in that energy, and then to feed off that energy and to build on your desires, the desires of your heart, to use such an orgasmic sense to do that, y'all. Okay, so I'll be studying more of that about that because I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of the fact that an orgasm wakes me out of my sleep and I didn't touch myself. I didn't, there was no other person. If I have orgasms without being touched, I'm you have got to get there. I'm telling y'all, you have got to get there. I literally, I challenge you to get there. I challenge everybody. Look, we don't have anything else to do, y'all. So I challenge y'all during this very calm time, this time where you can actually sit in silence and get in tune with your inner being, to try and accomplish one, a thinking off orgasm. You can tell, say Shanta, and then tell me about it. DM me, comment below. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in here. That's all I had, y'all. I just had to tell y'all what that is because that had me like stuck. So really, essentially, orgasm in your sleep, you have to be in the REM state to, typically we have a dream that causes it, or the rush of blood that then causes an orgasm. So y'all try and get to that deep sense of awakening and let me know. I want no part of this. I need to be touched. But what happened if you are in a space with someone and your energy is enough to cause them to orgasm? What about that? Like, if you get in contact with your energy that deep, then you have to be able to share that energy with someone or teach them how to do it for themselves. Mind power. You better tell them you do not hate your inner self. Timbuk, you better tell the people about mind power. She may be crazy. She may be crazy, but your energy is not crazy. Your energy is powerful, simply amazing. Y'all, I'm telling you. If I know there's people that have had them and you probably don't want to put it in the comments, but I need y'all to DM me if you have had this sleep orgasm. And on another note about the sleep orgasm, so during this state, although our mind is super busy, our brain is super busy, our body is essentially paralyzed. So you couldn't touch yourself if you wanted to. That's the crazy part. Like literally, it is mind power. Well, then you should practice the work. You practice the work, you will get to wear the cape. And if I see you with the cape on, then I know you've been practicing the work. Yeah, I'm serious. Like this is some interesting. I've been doing this practice for 4 years, 4 years now of causing myself to orgasm without being touched. And it to me it makes sex so much more sensitive, and that's a whole different level of sex, right? Completely different level of sex. But I haven't been practicing that. I feel like I haven't been practicing that long. I don't feel like 4 years is a long time when people have been doing this for much longer. But when you know better, you do better, and sharing the gift with someone else helps to infuse and strengthen your own gift. So of course I have to share it with y'all. I have to share with y'all because I was amazed. Y'all are funny. So I was literally amazed at this. Just to me, I felt like everybody knew but me. Like, how many people are out here, like, literally having this mind control over their body and experience these radical, hey, Lanita, these radical experience. Tanique, we're gonna do a show. I'm gonna do a workshop on it when this is all over because I've been wanting to do a workshop on it for a long time. I really have been wanting to do a workshop on it for a long time, but I feel like I needed to be stronger in it in order to do the workshop on it. And now I'm starting to feel like I'm getting stronger and stronger in it. But it's gonna require like people to be free. Like you have to be free of thought, concern, worry, inhibitions. Like you have to be free of that in order to truly experience the power of this orgasmic state. So I am encouraging you all right now while we have downtime to practice releasing that baggage, to practice going within, quieting your mind, and really starting to put yourself in a space of awareness outside of self. Self-awareness is great, but what about to be aware of nature around you, to be aware of sensations around you, as well as of self? A show, not a show per se, a workshop. I got you, Tanique. You're a visual learner. I got you, boo. I got you. A workshop, but you can't just come to watch people get off. Like this workshop is going to be really intense. Like it's not going to be just to watch people get off. It's going to be so you can teach yourself how to reach that mental orgasmic state. Okay? Are there any other questions around sleep orgasm? I think I got everybody. I think I got everybody. Is a workshop code for orgy? No, it is not code for orgy. It is a workshop. Workshop. And it probably will be, I'll probably have to separate them. Probably be like a one for men and one for women or something. A whole bunch of men, y'all not gonna do it. I already know. Don't know. I'm not even gonna get y'all started down that rabbit hole. But it's not an orgy. But when my husband and I open our swingers club, then you guys are more than welcome to come hang. Anything else? Okay. All right, y'all. That's all I had. Awesome. It is not a code for orgy. It is a code for workshop. A workshop is a workshop, y'all. All right, y'all. I love y'all with my whole heart. Thank you for listening. If you need me for anything, feel free to hit the DMs. Otherwise, ShantaeDanielsCoaching.com. Love y'all.